Tommy Lucchese was born on December 1st, 1899 in Sicily. Like many of his fellow Italian mobsters of the time, he and his parents Giuseppe and Maria moved to Manhattan in the early part of the 1900s, looking for work. Lucchese, for the first 4 years of his life in the United States, worked as a machine operator until he was 16. It was at this point he would suffer from an accident that would amputate his right thumb and his forefinger, earning him his future nickname, Tommy Three-Finger Brown Lucchese. He was given the name by a police officer who arrested him in 1920. The officer compared Lucchese's hand with Mordecai Brown, who at the time was a popular Major League Baseball pitcher. During the 1920s and 30s, Tommy Lucchese and his friend Gaetano Tommy Gagliano were both part of the Reina crime family, which was under the wing of Joe the Boss. As the Castellamarise War unfolded, Gaetano Reina changed his allegiance secretly to Salvatore Maranzano due to the financial issues around the large shares that Joe Massario was after. Tommy Gagliano found out about this and alerted Joe the Boss and hoped that by doing so, Joe would promote Gagliano to sole crime boss of the family. This didn't come to fruition though, as Joe Pinzola was given the crime boss role, and under Joe the Boss's orders, Vito Genovese shot Reina and killed him for his betrayal. Not happy with being overlooked, Gagliano and Lucchese decided to form their own On the Side gang, which consisted of a few more mobsters, notably the likes of Joe Valachi, Stefano Rondelli, and Dominic Petrilli. During the year 1930, the gang planned a hit on the new Reina boss, Pinzola, who they all had a similar hatred against. The hit had to be carried out carefully, as a botch job could see Joe the Boss uncovering the truth and turning on the secret gang. Luckily though, the hit went well, and Pinzola was shot and killed in an office that was being leased at the time by Lucchese. When word got back to Joe the Boss, he simply thought that the hit had came from Maranzano. So Gagliano eventually got what he wanted as Joe the Boss promoted him to crime boss of the Reina family. On January 25th, 1943, Tommy Lucchese became a naturalized United States citizen. And following the death of crime boss Tommy Gagliano in 1951, Lucchese would finally get his chance to lead the family after 22 years of being a loyal underboss. To start off his crime boss career, he quickly joined forces with Vito Genovese and Carlo Gambino, and soon became a well-respected boss of his time. Unlike a lot of bosses, Lucchese kept a low profile, but at the same time kept the money rolling in for his family, avoiding jail and any form of criminal prosecution. Tommy Lucchese died of a brain tumor in 1967 at his home in the Lido Beach area of Long Island. Over 1,000 mourners came to pay their respects, which included politicians, judges, and even police officers.
You're now rocking with the best, NCS Costa Nostra.
Welcome to the Sting of Oz.
The search is over. Every series helps bring you a step closer to the life of the mob without dangerous exposure of what went down, plus Mobster of the Month. Original content if you're searching on a hunt for the who's who or the best dressed guy, the type of guns they use, the feuds and mob wives. We supply everything as soon as you log on to the National Crime Syndicate.com. From John Gotti to Dawn back to Mustache Pete, Big Joe, Al Capone, and Maya Lansky. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, cause the code of silence here no longer applies. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned in, cause over here we like to keep this thing